get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. For the season series between these two teams, the Jazz came away empty-handed in the last matchup against the Grizzlies.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
First team foul.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Nobody near Williams. That three off the mark. Shoots. Williams with the block. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Floats one up. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Outside Jackson. The tray. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got the first basket of the game for Memphis.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their fourth try.
Pass to Collier. With Simone. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Second team foul.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
He doesn't get the second one. Left side Suggs. Lets it go with the three. Filipowski grabs the board.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Jackson's got 5.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Grizzlies making a switch here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Connects from three-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And again, unable to change momentum here. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Rollins. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
And the Jazz with some changes. Outside Jackson. Fires from the wing. And another miss by Memphis. Jazz trailed by 6. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Memphis. Pass to Hachimura. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Now Adebayo. Here's Jerome. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 2. Spencer. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dry.
Jerome with the steal. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Memphis. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Here's Mikhailuk. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three-pointer by Utah. Crafty move, and that one good. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
I'll tell you an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jazz trailed by 11. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Back to Giannis. Pocket 6. Rebounded by Isaac.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jackson in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Williams for 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
On the wing, Isaac. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading.
An amazing athlete. The length, the speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Now, Antetokounmpo after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Here's Williams. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Williams has got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Pass to Rollins. Stolen by Jackson. Now Suggs. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Suggs has got 4 this quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Takes it inside. Collier, that's good.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Isaac a screen. .56 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Giannis. .50 seconds left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Isaac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution.
And Memphis making a change here. Jazz trailed by 11. Pass to Collier. Launches a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Rollins. With the teardrop. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got 8.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the wing, Williams. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside Jackson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Up the floor. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the left wing. Here's Collier.
Well, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Here's Jerome. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Spencer's shot is on. Jazz trailed by 10. Here's Williams. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 10.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
It's Solomon to Tacumbo. Here's Collier. Puts it up from 7. Pass to Rollins. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Now here's Jackson. Defended by Filipowski. They could use a bucket. The kick out to Adebayo. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Giannis. 8 points for him. Pass to Rollins. Grizzlies with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Adebayo.
Jazz foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for Utah.
Left side, Adebayo. Tries from 16. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Adebayo's got 8 points.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The shot by Filipowski, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Jackson. Good. He's got 7. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Back to you, Kevin.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Mykhailiuk. Sinks the three-pointer. Mykhailiuk got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Shoots the 3. He can't hit that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Jerome.
Jerome.
Chalk up 2 there. Jerome's got 9 points now in just the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Grizzlies out in front as they end the third quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Jazz trailed by 16. Driving to the basket. Rebounded by Isaac. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Wells wide open. Off target from outside. And Antetokounmpo inside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side Jackson. Back to Suggs. From outside the arc. The shot by Wells, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 16. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. On the wing, Jackson. Spins. Takes a shot at the elbow.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies. You come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
Pass to Mykhailiuk. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Utah again with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He wants them to show more heart, saying, quote, they are outworking us, you guys. At some point, you've got to decide you want to box out and that you want to protect the ball. He does not sound too pleased with the performance. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, that's what you call orchestrating the pick and roll. Jalen Suggs, yes, sir.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. The rebound by Collier.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Giannis dunks it down.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Right side, Suggs. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Into the lane. Onto the Kumbo. Cleared away by Suggs.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Williams attacking. And he jams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And he banks the layup in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And it's off. Jazz trail by 8. Powers inside. Giannis.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Suggs up top. And there's the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that this back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Latzer's a 3. And it misses.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Jackson. It's off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Here's Adebayo. And now Utah, fast break. Antetokounmpo. Jumper is off. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jerome. From outside, Williams with the rebound. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Move. Oh, down it goes. And the layup is off. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Utah calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
It's all good.
Comes outside. Launches it. Doesn't get that one.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 7. Here's what you take.
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
So it's Memphis picking up the...
Is it Stacey?